Hi, my name is Duane Espositio, and I'm going to be reading 5 poems from my newest book titled Declaration for Your Bones. The first poem is called Spring. Spring. We're witness to decay. We're dying of decay. We state our rage. It has been 10 years. Little here has changed. Tell me, love, convince me of the spring. You're trying still to get your weight up from 102. Mostly, when you speak, I don't listen. You're trying still to stare at what it means to long for solid bones. Mostly, what I desire, you don't provide. There isn't even a sky above the ocean, no blue music to accompany our drowning. Aren't we startled, and aren't we disfigured? All these Decembers, the nothing and the nowhere. Maybe we need a deepening of a common gash between us. And I'm growing tired of the time that's passing, and you're embracing loneliness as a necessary silence. And here's another boredom and another humiliation, one more moment and yet another hour, another declaration for yet another season. Our already aching lives. Please, let us not leave each other. Please, let us not leave our bones paling in the slant spring sunlight beside an empty garden waiting for next year. We must pray and then arrive. Waking is a dark time, a nearly abandoned station between unidentified worlds. This poem is titled September, and it is dedicated to the families left behind. September. Those nights when the cold's slow to settle, the planet barely holds itself inside its own space. The soul's roots grow stringy, a certain moon we chew September. It echoes like a childhood fever, and the mind tries to freeze the sky. The odor of charred bodies still lingers underground. May we ever have a month-long memorial to grief? September is the reason for the sickness in our lives. The faces of our loved ones have blurred and disappeared. Now to equal radiance, we pray to God. We sit beside a field of purple flowers. Love says hello again to something we believe. There might be recovery. There never is. We can't think back before collapse. Limbs were torn from bodies. The bluest day, now pure abstraction. God is minuscule. It must be in the dust and blood. When the hell is October, or any month but this one? I think there is no cure for us if we want to go on living. This next poem is titled Limbo and the Rain. Limbo and the Rain. These days, being here is just another day, and most things seem a little low and sad. A voice is all we have to reconcile history, but there's little song. Do you feel like I do, the panic that disfigures? Do you know, like I do, love cannot survive? These days, being here is just another day, and most things seem a little low and sad. The blank, 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 its love's scattered wound, its end of winter's snow, blue humiliation, the new moon. Do you feel, like I do, the panic that disfigures? Do you know, like I do, love cannot survive? A pin stuck into the skin insists attention. Limbo's not the birds. They don't make our sadness. Heaven's not the one dove heard beyond the rain. These cries, these inky songs belong to limbo. It's a kind of dying, less a melody and more the act of singing. This next poem is titled The Loons, and it's in 3 sections. The Loons. 1. The rain falls steadily inside your head. You will die quite cloistered by autistic music. The leaves these days drift toward home. If you fail to fly, they will murder your psyche. Do you know dalliance transforms God into a spook? 2. To close the distance between vast shores, I cease being tired of your memory. To no longer chew the bruises of history, I speak for the constancy of love. To no longer wonder what it means to be alive, I refuse to be dragged through infantile desires. Here's the terror I've had to bury. You left me with a paralyzed half-body. I announce my obsession with rain. I'm sorry for the stardust that led to creation. 3. Sometimes, when clouds touch water, you'll soon arrive. I reach for you, my gone father, for the blank you left behind. But loons, once in the white caps of pain, have left these lakes for winter. In dream, they sleep near my head and twitch against my neck. And one last poem. It's titled, Here Are the Days. Here are the days. Here's this memory, the age of 8. I nearly died from an explosion in my brain. When does a lifetime begin to speak? Here's this memory, the age of 15. I walked across the LIE stone on Quaaludes. There goes September in the sky. Here's this memory, the age of 17. My parents are divorced. My childhood dog is dead. My mother's boyfriend buys the family a new dog. And this one, I give that miniature poodle a hit of white blotter acid. You see, I've refused to let anyone offer what I'm unwilling to take. These days, regardless of memory, God's a stillness in me. I haven't died. faith's a still voice. I'm 45 and I fear death. This is not a memory. These are the days that will carry me toward dying. Thank you. All these poems are from my newest book titled Declaration for Your Bones, which is with Uganta Press, and it can be found at www.uganta.com. Thank you very much.